Hello everyone, welcome into Debbie's Witchy Vlog. I'm Debbie, and today I'm doing another attempt at a monthly wrap-up. So here I have my legend planner so I don't forget anything. And I wanted to start with the shows that I watched. So let's see, we watched, I started the show Fallen, and Bob and I watching Farscape. We finished up 1923. That was amazing. We watched The Last Airbender, Mayfair Witches I finished, and SG-1 we're still working on. We didn't really do any movies. And then YouTube ones that I've been watching is Wild Raven Tarot. That's Bobby. He does some live readings and walkthroughs and stuff like that with tarot. Aquarius Tarot Adventures, Carolina. She's amazing. I love her channel. She does great walkthroughs. So Danny Mystic just started a series called Fill Your Journal series. And I finished making my journal. So I wanted to show you the page that I did for that. And try not to light it on fire. But yeah, the prompt one was draw an oracle card to set the tone for the journal. So I got the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Selflessness, humility, and conscious action. And it has a little Buddha on there. I love that. And I got new die cuts the same day. So I was playing around with those too. But yeah, that was fun. That was started 4/26 and with the channel Danny Mystic. I can't wait to fill my journal with that stuff. I'm looking forward to that series a lot. So thank you, Danny, for starting that. Another one I've been watching is Justin Bennett. I became a member of his channel. That's fun. Amethyst Ascension and her Patreon. I've been enjoying that. Alicia Witchcrafter. Witch from the Dismal Swamp, Trish. A Year and a Day, Lady Blind Wolf, Sonia Kimball, and Lady Strange 111. And the books I got, I've been wanting one of these, the Peterson Field Guides to Trees in North America. And it's just a regular field guide. It's like how to identify the different conifers and evergreens and deciduous trees. Yeah, that's good to know. Like a choke cherry from a black cherry and a fire cherry from a bitter cherry. Like those are all very similar leaves, so it's hard when you're out on the trail to remember what is what. I always take a wild edible guide and a medicinal plant guide. So now we have a tree guide to go with us. So love that. Another one I've been loving is The Gemini Witch. This is a Llewellyn publication. I always thought I was Cancer, and turns out I'm a Gemini through True Sidereal. So this is written by several authors. Ivo Dominguez and Laura Tempest Zakroff. And then there's other contributors as well. Contents page. I'll be doing a walkthrough of this, so I don't want to do too much now, but it really just goes through like what your main traits are, deities that are associated with your sun sign. They have an oracle spread, magical correspondences. They have special tools, a charging practice, herbal correspondences. There's lots and lots of things in here. So, I mean, I would love the whole series. That would be fun to get. Just, you know, while I'm learning the True Sidereal, to get used to what each sign means and, you know, what its ruling planet is and that type of thing. So, yeah, there's even recipes in here based on your sun sign. Gemini anointing oil recipe. And there's even resources, more resources in the back. So that's awesome. And they do a little bit about the contributors of the book too. other than the two main authors. So that's nice. So I've been loving that one. And then the last one, and I want to do dandelion wine out of this. It's the Hearth Witch's Compendium, a magical and natural living for everyday life. And that's by Anna Franklin. And I saw this book first on the Mad Witch Cottage. Giselle bought it, and she was walking through it. And there's so much stuff in here. And I'll be doing a formal walkthrough of this as well. This is a Llewellyn as well. And it goes through hearth witchery, what it is, all the sabbats, and personal care recipes, natural beauty, witch's garden, herbs for healing, home remedies, essential oils, magical herbalism, incense, vegetable dyes, color correspondences, planetary influence, magical herbal correspondences, weights and measures, your recipes, and select bibliography, index, recipe index. Here's the part with the Sabbat stuff. Ooh, carrot soup, harvest loaf. Yum. And then there's a section on making wine. So Bob and I want to make the dandelion wine when we start getting the dandelions up. I don't know where it went, but, oh, here it is. So, 6 pints of flower heads, 3 pounds of sugar, juice and rinds of 2 lemons, the same of an orange, a black tea, yeast and nutrient, and a pound of raisins. I don't know if we're going to do the raisins. I think we're going to do dandelion flowers and maybe apple. That would be good, apple and dandelion. But yeah, that's fun. So we're looking forward to doing that. There's all sorts of elderflower cordial. There's like recipes, fun recipes that you could do as like gifts to people. Bedtime teas, hop and lavender bath. You could send out like a muslin bag full of like bath tea. That would be a lovely gift. And essential oils, what it's good for. Yeah, so this is filled. Look at this. It's huge. It's so big. It's $29.99 US. And it doesn't give it Canada. So 512 pages in this. So yeah, this has been a great addition to my magical cabinet and my recipe collection. So that's great. Love that. I just realized something I didn't put Salem in here. We lost our kitty Salem on the 14th. So this is a little bit big, but I'm just going to put Salem Past on here. I'm very sad, but he was 20, 21, we can't quite remember. But yeah, he had a very good life. So yeah, I added that, and this was a very financially horrible month. We had 3 things this month happen with the animals, so we're all animaled out this month. Anyway, one was a grooming appointment, so that was totally pampering, but they deserve it. So we do one a month. Let's see, what else do I have to share with you? The decks I worked with this month. I worked with, let's see, I just got in the Galactic Star Tarot, as you may have seen on the channel. Here, let me move this out of the way. I think we're done with that. And let me show you some beautiful decks. So this is the Galactic Star Tarot. Again, I just got it in. I am loving this. I'm going to work through May with this. Get to know it a little bit better. Yeah, the imagery is just beautiful. And again, this isn't a walkthrough. I just wanted to show a few of the cards in each deck and give you an idea what I've been working with. And another one I've been loving is the Green Witch Oracle. And I edged it in this beautiful green. And I've been really loving that, especially getting outside, being with nature again. I've been cleaning up a few of the beds outside here and there, just little bits every day so I don't get overwhelmed or, You know, my legs don't poop out again. If I do too much, I can go backwards, so we don't want to do that. Oh, I love that card, hedge. I've always wanted a formal garden with, you know, the boxwood hedges and the fountain, and ooh, so pretty. Although I love cottage gardens too, so yeah, this isn't obviously not a spring deck, but it just, being out in nature again, oh, it feels so good to be earthing again. I even walked around with my bare feet on the ground the other day. It was like 62, but that was warm enough to do that. The next one I have is Healing the Inner Child Oracle by Nina Mungendre, I think is how you pronounce her name, and the backs are so sweet. I love them. And I've been loving this deck a lot. The messages are spot on. The colors are fun. And it's very springy, very nature to me. I love the messages. Look at Blind Spot. Got ostrich head in the sand. I love that card, protection, soul. Another thing I've been doing this month is preparing my ritual for outside. I charged all my railroad spikes, so that'll be coming up. And yeah, I've been loving that deck. That's a great one. We got this in the Hay House subscription, I think, in March or April. I can't remember when I got mine. The next one on my list is Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. And I edged mine and cut them down, but I think I kind of killed them. But I love the images. I mean, the images are still okay. It's just some of the titles that were cut off. Some of them are worse than others. Like that's a pretty bad one, but it's okay. I mean, I don't mind. It's just me using them. I don't usually read for other people, so unless, you know, it's one of the kids or Bob or whatever. We don't have anybody we hang with usually, so anyway, yeah, that's been very insightful this month. I've been using it in my daily draws, just as like a confirmation or a, you know, what other message do I need. Another one I've been loving is the Crystal Visions Tarot. This is another one that I modified. I put purple, and I think this is the worst one. I have a problem with titles. I always catch the titles in my modifications. But again, I don't mind, and the images are spot on. I mean, it doesn't bother the imagery at all. I love her. I think that's one of my favorite cards out of this deck is the Queen of Pentacles. I love her. Anyway, yeah, so just springy and fun colors. Easter was last weekend. We didn't do nothing. The kids, like, either didn't do anything, or two of them went to, like, the in-laws for dinner and stuff like that. Bob and I just putted around outside. So it was nice. It was quiet. We don't have any littles to do Easter egg hunts or anything with yet. So we were out watching our neighbors do theirs, though. That was fun. The last one, and new to my collection, I haven't even done a walkthrough, is the Heartscape Tarot. And this deck is so cute. I love it. And the images are really hard to see on camera like this. So I'm sorry if it's not showing up. Let me see if I can get up to you a little bit more. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Yeah, I love that card. It's just so simple. You know, I love that about the artwork too. It's not super complicated. It's just this space to think in the card. I don't know if that makes sense, but it hits my intuition more, where there's less in the images, you know? It's like a central theme. I love that, Devil. How appropriate, right? Just being a puppet on somebody else's string. You kind of feel out of control. I love that. Yeah. So this has been a great deck. I am loving this. This is only my second week working with it, but boy, I'm loving it so much. I love that 5 of Pence. You know, not necessarily outside, but inside too. You could almost see her as inside looking out the window. You know, she's lonely and sad and she's kind of lost, right? You can feel, that's what it is, maybe. You can feel these cards more than some other tarots that I have. You can just, it brings up emotion right away. I'll link all these decks. Some of them are affiliate links, others aren't. You know, it's just whatever links I have at the time. But, you know, just do a search. They're all mass market. This one's from Magic with Heart. I'll link that website down below, as well as if I can, a link to this specific deck. But this is my envelope for April, and I wanted to see what my cards were. So we're going to open it on camera. And this is what I'm going to use to journal on it, to put in my book. All right. Ooh, the 8 of Cups. Okay. Spell for Balance. Ooh, that's a good one. And the winged one, Trust. April was all about handcrafting and opening my coffee shop, so this is very appropriate, 6 of Pence. And let's see, the 8 of Cups. So I'm getting that I was ready to mentally let go of working, at least for now, right? I fight it, and there's dents and chips and all these cups, and he's kind of walking away. He's like, all right, I yield. I give up the fight. I'm not going to try to use these cups anymore. I'm going to go off and pursue my other dreams, you know. So this is the vice versa tarot. So here he is contemplating still, right? But now he's ready to move on. The sun is shining. He's ready. And then I looked these ones up. So the healing affirmation for the winged one is, I am moving through fear, and when my energy is aligned, I fly forward. How appropriate. I was really kind of nervous again about the artwork that I do, and, you know, just kind of putting it out there. I love it, and it's fun for me to create, but I don't know if anybody else would appreciate it. You know what I mean? So I was a little apprehensive. And then I got this, ooh, it's stuck. The Weird Sisters spell deck, I think is the name of it. Is this? Yeah, the Weird Sisters. And that companion grimoire and guidebook. So I love this little deck. I love the artwork on it. And I don't know how else to use it than to, like, pull something that I need to do, right? That's how I use this. So April. So this is my ending thing for April. I'll do it probably this weekend. But spell for balance. It's time to invoke balance after weathering a gnarly storm, which was winter for me. Your stores of energy are depleted and your luck is wearing thin. Make offerings of peace to those who you've made wary with your actions. Bathe yourself in milk and honey. Rest your body into the regenerative nooks of fog, cotton, and field. Count the clouds. Return to your soul source. The spell ingredients is make a bouquet of wildflowers and weeds, lepidolite, skullcap, and watercolor paints. Oh, that's fun. Actually, I think I'm going to burn the green candle too. Rain or shine, right? Today's a beautiful day we have outside. Ooh, this rosemary. I think a rosemary. That looks like rosemary to me. Crown. I can't do that yet. My rosemary's not up. But, wow, what a great month. I love that. And everything rang true. I'm getting to get out there and plant on my little... We're doing a lot of hummingbird and butterfly and bee plants this year in the yard. So we're going to get some hydrangea and butterfly bush. I have milkweed seeds to spread out on the hill. I'm so excited for growing season. So we got a lot coming up on that. We got to put the cap and the flashing around the chimney this weekend on the roof. And then we get to gardening. I'm so psyched for that. I can't wait to get my hands in the soil. Today is so nice out. I need to get out in that sunshine, so I'm going to go out and break up the garden beds and just with a little bit of shoveling and, you know, not too much, not too strainful. I don't have help today, so I'm just going to poke around out there for a little bit and put my chair in the sun and get some vitamin D. But anyway, I want to thank you all for coming in and visiting today and seeing my monthly wrap-up. And my month ahead hopefully will be more interesting. We got some projects coming up here on the channel. We've moved our consulting Crones to this channel, and Carla over at Miss Kulala's Mystical Musings. We're going to trade channels back and forth for consulting Crones because my time is getting busy. I know she's super busy with the kids and stuff, so I figured just one channel for us to manage, and that will be good. I'll put Carla's channel down below too under the consulting Crones links. So until next month or until next video, I'm wishing you all many spring blessings. Bye, friends.